So these are everywhere right now. They're a Mycena species. You might recognize them from Reddit threads and other bullshit where people post pictures of them and ask, are these libs? They're not libs. Pretty sure they're Mycena. And a foolproof way to know is just take a look at the gills. They're pale. You also see those deep striations on the cap, and the texture is a lot more fragile than what you would see from Psilocybe submilentiata. Alright, and what do you know, as soon as I walk into the forest, got some big ol' Armillaria. You know, I can't tell you exactly what species this is, but there's just a couple that grow around here that look like this. I think there's 3. Armillaria, or the honey fungus. This is edible. They're pretty good. They've got white spores. They share a lot of the features with Galerina marginata, but they have white spores, not orange spores. So, you know, not a beginner edible, in my opinion. And as a bonus, I don't know what these are. So what's this? Well, you know, to tell you the truth, I don't really know, but whenever I see a scrappy little, you know, kind of moldy, dry leaf looking brown and white mushroom that grows fucking everywhere, like this does, it's usually a pretty safe bet to say it's Gymnopus. Wow. Now, ain't that a beauty? That's really something. This is a Russula. I think we can probably pretty easily find the species ID by looking this up, because it's got a very... Ooh, can I make that show up on the camera? A very pronounced sort of pinkish tinge to it. I wish that showed up better on the camera. It's very vibrant here in person. Characteristic of mushrooms in the genus Russula, it's very brittle. So I would just go on Google and type in bright pink or lilac Russula. And then over here we got some kind of a bolete. If I wanted to figure out what this was, I would just go on Google, type in bolete, blue bruising, red stipe, yellow spores, brown cap. And I would just go on images and leaf through them until I saw something that looked close to this, and then go check the source. You always want to check the source when you do that, though, because oftentimes they'll be index incorrect. But hey, that blue bruising's pretty neat, huh? Here, let me get a knife out. Did that bring up nice? Oh, nice. There we go. Keep in mind, boletes are one case where blue bruising is not indicated. That's what's saying. Sure is pretty though. So this orange goop is actually a fungus, a slime mold. I can't tell you the nomenclature, but I can tell you, if I had more battery life and I set up this camera to watch this for a day or two and then sped it up, you see it crawling around like some kind of little critter all over the log. Well. Now, I'm very curious about this one. Got a striate cap, an umbo, a separable pellicle, what do you call these, detached gills, be in the family Strophareaceae. That's how you say that. Beyond that, I can't tell you. Let's see what color spores it has. Yeah, clean part of my hand. Alright, I think it'll work. No good. Man, let's see, right there. Yeah, okay, kind of orangey yellowish spores. I think it's Strophareaceae. I could be wrong about that though. No, I don't think I am. Well, you look at that. Amanita, section Amanita. Wait, is it called section Amanita or section Muscaria? Fuck. You know, I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. What we got here? So there's I want to say that's Pleurudus. Oyster mushroom. It's a little small to tell. And that kind of brownish color on the top makes me a little nervous. But best guess is Pleurudus. But you eat bigger ones that are, you know, 100%. And then, ooh, some kind of bolete with a partial veil. An annulus and veil remnants around the cap margin. And over here, this is an interesting one. Man, ugly motherfucker. That's gonna bother me if I can't. Comphitius glutinosus. Yeah, maybe. Well, no, this has made my day. What you're about to see is my favorite mushroom. It might surprise you. This is Pholiota squarosa. This is in the family Strophareaceae, along with what you might have assumed were my favorite mushrooms. It grows in these big clusters, kind of reminiscent of Hypholoma fasciculare. Usually on coniferous wood. It really likes cedar. This is only the second time that I found it. And it's just so visually stunning. Which is, that's my favorite. You know, I could have the species wrong. It could be, other closely related Pholiota species. I'll have to look on that. There's some more over here. Oh yeah. Just beautiful. As you can see, these little orange bits do come off. Has a nice thick partial veil that does leave a bit of an annulus, kind of a shaggy annulus in the stipe. The flesh is pretty rubbery, you know, tough. I can throw it on the ground and it won't break. I took a cluster home one time and dried it out in a dehydrator, and it all stayed together as one piece. So, yeah, not one to eat. Woohoo! What in the world? Made a good choice coming out here today. Wow. Now I think this is a Pholiota species. Beautiful. It's quite large. Could be squarosa. Only it's not growing in a cluster like I'd expect. Well, a very small one. These are growing everywhere right now, but of course I choose to come film them on the side of a cliff. It's fine. Serenagaricus species. It's in the same genus as your Creminis portobellos. I can't tell you if this is edible. I'm not sure what species it is. They don't look like they're in great shape anyways. Oh, what time is it? Time for more bullets that I can't identify? Great. Man, I gotta hit the books. Well, that's interesting. Its pores are a little bit decurrent. Does not seem to bruise. Nice and slimy. Sweetless maybe. Slippery Jack. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is in the genus Sweetless. And then these over here, more bullets. Partial veil. Really wide pores. Neat. Here we got a real little patch of, I want to say Coprinus mysaeus. Some other coprinoid. Very common, especially in very wet areas. I don't know what those are, but they're pretty neat. Hey, check this out. This is something I've never seen before. So this is a polypore, I assume. And it's got some little juicy droplets on it. Now, Ganoderma, which is what I think this is, produces metabolites that have antibiotic properties as well as other medicinal properties. Images I've seen of that have been a little more yellow and more towards the end of the life cycle, but I don't know. What is this? Very bitter. Fascinating. And I'm only saying it's Ganoderma because there's a bunch of Ganodermas right here. But, I don't actually know what that is. It's all just white, so I probably shouldn't say it's Ganoderma. Very bitter latex. I got all excited running down here when I saw the olive cap and the annulus, thinking I had found some interesting amanitas. But no, nothing deadly, only some choice edibles, which I will not eat. Sure are beautiful. Well, this is the raddest looking bullet I've ever seen. Looks like fire. Look at that. It's like a mushroom they would use in a kung fu movie to hit each other or something. Beautiful, whatever it is. I would like to get that identified.